Natalie and Alycia Bollinger lied and pretended that I stalked them in Virginia. But you know what? Not one person who has read the actual messages between Natalie and I believes any of that bullshit. Do you know why? Because that's not what the fucking evidence shows. But you call me mentally ill and refuse to look at the evidence, and magically it's okay to hurt me. You take out little bits and pieces out of context and pretend that I'm a horrible monster because of it. It's not okay. The hardest part is getting people to look at the evidence so that they know that it exists. And then speaking up. When people say, where? I say, let's find a place. It'll take making some phone calls. Yeah, it takes a bit of effort to get started. Once it's started, you got a lot more chance. Now let's take a look at the predators that I have. Look at the ones that I had before Natalie was killed. Maddie Boa and her druggy customers in Boulder, Colorado. So I couldn't go see my friends or family in Colorado. Someone calling themselves Emily Callahan typed, "Are you in Hood River, Oregon?" No, not anymore. I was in Hood River. It's real bad there. Like, real bad. Laura Moran, she's the lady that was the homeless advocate there, and she's so strung out on fucking blues. Oh my god. Matt King typed, "Hello, Sean." Hello, Matt King. I'm in Tillamook, Oregon. I've been here about 14 months. I've been recording the abuse that I go through, and I record how people react when I go to them for help. Emily Callahan typed, "My sister is missing. She's using fentanyl." All right, Emily, let me find something to write it down on. I'll get the information out. You can send a picture to doggedroman@gmail.com. Any contact information, I will get it out immediately. Emily Callahan typed, "Last known place is Hood River." Do you have a name, Emily? There was a woman in the Dalles, Oregon named Emily Hahn that I was helping to find. I actually didn't find out she was missing until the day she was found, matter of fact. Emily Callahan typed, "Where are the homeless camps at?" In Hood River, they are, good luck, but they're underneath the overpass. There's a trail. It goes underneath the overpass right next to the water where they do all the windsurfing. That's one of the homeless camps. As you go underneath, you'll notice that there's a little trail behind a fence. Follow that trail off into the wooded area that's in the little gully or valley there. You'll probably see some homeless people camped out there. They're removed from there frequently. As far as the fentanyl goes, that's your best bet as far as finding people at the camp. Laura Moran may be absolutely shit as a homeless coordinator or homeless advocate, but she is a fentanyl user. She's a blues user, so she'll know your sister if she's there. Where do they send the homeless people? They send them to the Dalles, Oregon. They try to push you to go to a different county. And in that different county, they'll try to push you to go to a different county. Or they'll say, well, you should go back to the county you just came from, because anything that happened there, you have to turn in there. Meanwhile, in Hood River, they make you go to the Dalles to turn something in. Or they try to tell you to go to Portland or Eugene or Salem. For the most part, though, In the Dalles, they try to shovel everybody onto a church parking lot. It's a church annex. It's God, what is the name of it? It's run like a prison yard. What's your sister's name? I'll get the word out there. She might go by a street name. We can get that word out there too. The more information you have, the better. Emily Callahan type, do you know of any other camps as well in Hood River? I heard of Morrison Park and Rain. I'm disabled. I can't walk far. I had to walk between the park and ride and in town a lot while I was there. I was not using a cane at the time. I was able to walk better than I was now, but I didn't really memorize any of the streets. I remembered where the Astro was because those ladies protected me from getting shot by the police. So, I mean, that's a pretty important note. I remember the McDonald's because the first time James Murphy was going to assault me and was threatening me and all that was in the McDonald's there. I remember the Safeway across, or not the Safeway, all of the little area around there. But I don't know each road. I'm sorry. Emily Callahan type. She is Mackenzie Callahan. She could be going by Katie Buckley. All right. I'll write this down. Have you made a missing persons report yet? And how long has she been missing? Let me find a pen. Emily Callahan type since October, and yes, Emily Callahan type, she was last seen with a Marshall Hughes. Okay, we're gonna get this written down. I'm sorry, I don't have a very good grip. I was assaulted by an officer named Waylon Lolatai a few years ago, and I have a sock with a hole poked in it so I can still hold a pen and write stuff. I'm just gonna have to make do. Mackenzie Callahan. She was last seen with a Marshall Hughes. Yeah, Hood River is real bad. The whole Oregon area is bad. Washington State's bad. California's bad. The whole country is flooded with this shit right now. It's really bad. Someone with a name I can't pronounce said, hi, Hughes. I gotta write really slowly, otherwise I can't even read my own handwriting. She might be going by Katie Buckley. All right, how old is she? Emily Callahan typed, yeah, I've seen it. 26. Emily Callahan. Is there I don't know if you feel comfortable giving your contact phone number, but if I'm going to be giving a number out to them to call if they see her. What number should I give? It's real scary out here. I'm sure you know that. I've had to deal with a lot of people doing some really, really mean stuff. So I'd take a lot of assaults from a lot of the drug addicts, a lot of threats, a lot of beating on my vehicle, a lot of beating on me at churches, at grocery stores. My email address, let me write it down so that you have it. I'm sorry it's taken so long to write. I just want to make sure that it'll be legible. I gotta move my car today and I can't push it. So I'm trying. My email is doggedroman@gmail.com. doggedroman@gmail.com. Or if there's already missing persons pictures of her up on the internet, I'll check that immediately after I get off here, and I'll take whatever information I can off of that, the picture and everything, so that I can help find her. Emily Callahan typed there is. She also typed, let's see, yeah, I'll reach out if you can give me your email. I don't want to comment my number. I absolutely understand you're good. What was the email one more time? Dog, DOG, DOGGEDROMAN @gmail.com. Dogged Roman. Alright, so the place that they send people from Hood River, they try to either send you to a state hospital if you try telling on the cops, or they arrest you, so you might be in jail, or they often send you to the Dalles, Oregon, or the Dalles, Oregon sends you to that church. There's a video on my channel. It's called Jamie Again, JAMIEAGAIN. You'll get to see me in action. You'll also get to see exactly where they send people in that area. You'll get to see that it's run like a prison yard, and if she's there, she has to be afraid. That lady Jamie, she's victimized for existing, basically, and it's about a 10-minute video, but the guy admits to killing somebody. In the first 5 minutes of it, he socks her on the back of the head. Like, I got out of my vehicle. The reason I started recording is because of the shouting, and the reason I got out of my vehicle is because he shoved her, and I saw it in my rearview mirror. I got out of the vehicle, and he was following her, and when she had her back turned, he'd started running up on her. She turned around and she saw him. She turned back around. That's when he ran up on her again and socked her in the back of the head. There was 30 people there. I'm the only one who said anything. So if she's in that area, she's definitely in an unsafe environment. There's also a lot of people there who were homeless people assaulting other homeless people in every way possible, and my God, the police wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't take reports. They just try to send you to mental health. Like, if she's trying to get help there, she's probably not getting it, and she's probably scared shitless. Or she might have taken the advice that they like to give everywhere, which is go to Portland. Emily Callahan typed, thank you, got it. I just got notified someone spotted her at the Safeway in Hood River last night. Homeless shelter in Hood River says she isn't there. Emily Callahan typed, that's why I'm asking about homeless camps. Yes, ma'am. There's some folks, God, what's the name of that gas station? All right, there's a Starbucks out by the freeway. You'll see the McDonald's sign. Right next to that is a gas station. And the folks at that gas station, at least 14 months ago when I was there, she knew a lot of those folks. A lot of the homeless people. And the lady that I was speaking with, she was able to point me in the direction of where I needed to go to kind of avoid some of the people there that you really do want to stay away from. Let's see, Emily Callahan typed, she was in Portland at one point. All right. I need to write that down too, don't I? Where'd I put that pen? I'm sorry, I get pretty scatterbrained when something scary happens, and this is something that's scary. I wish I'd have known earlier, and I apologize for not looking into that. I've been speaking up about how inappropriately the police nationwide treat the homeless. I don't do drugs, but I have to deal with a lot of the addicts out here that do. And, you know, some of these drugs are so incredibly cheap now that it's really scary out here. Desperate people do desperate things. I'm sorry, I'm shaking like a leaf. This video is supposed to be about situation with Rose and Alycia Bollinger. How all they would need to do is tell the truth, or somebody look at the evidence and speak up. But the thing is that missing people, that's a lot more important than... God, where'd I put that pen? That's a lot more important in this very moment anyway. Emily Callahan typed, I just want to know she's okay. I know she isn't clean. She's been using and she needs help. She sold her phone for money. I gotta go, but will you now? Yes, ma'am. Be safe. I'll get everything else out that I can, and I'll let them know. Call your mom. Call your sister. I'm gonna end this video, and Emily Callahan type, thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm gonna end this video and make a missing persons video, and we'll see what we can do about finding this young lady. Like I say in a lot of my videos, when people go missing, I say, call your mom. Maybe it's not your mom that you need to call, but you need to call somebody. Let them know you're okay. Let them know you're not dead. Let's see. I'm making sure I take screenshots of all this. That way I've got the, I make sure I get it right. Oh, come on, take the screenshot. Alright, we'll see what we can do. Be safe, Emily, and I will post that video up immediately after this one. I'm gonna find a picture of her, and we'll see what we can do to help you out. Be safe. You know how we end these videos. Good to be rid of you. Thank you for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and your sister's keeper too, and no victim left behind.